Hello everyone, my name is Akash and welcome to Pyspark Learning Hub. In this video, we will be solving an Pyspark problem. I will be demonstrating my approach or my way of solving Pyspark problem. Any, any Pyspark problem solving process typically involves few important steps. Step 1, understanding and discussing the problem. Step 2, identifying the input data and expected output. Step 3, writing the PySpark code to solve the problem. Alright, let's see today's problem statement. Today's problem statement is combine 2DF. We have to write a PySpark program to report the first name, last name, city, and state of each person in the person's data frame. If the address of a person ID is not present in the address data frame, we need to report null instead. Basically, we have to write a PySpark code to display first name, last name, and city and state of each person. That means we have a person DF and address DF. And if a address is not present for a particular person, then we have to report it as null. So the difficulty level of this problem is easy. I will be sharing this schema and data with you. And let's see the step 2 what we have, which is nothing but identifying the input data and expected output. If you see, we have two DF, one is person DF, second is addresses. And in person, we have person ID, last name, first name. And in address, we have address ID, person ID, and city state. If you see the problem statement, we have to get the first name, last name, city, and state. So if you see, from persons table, we have to get first name, last name, and from address, we have to get city and state. And if you notice, we have person ID as common between person and address DF, right? So we have to just perform a join statement. With the help of this problem statement, we will understand how to perform the join condition. And yeah, it is basically we have to perform the left join based on what is the requirement. That means the problem statement it is saying is we need all the data from person, but null, if nothing is matching, we need to report it as null. Okay, so which is equivalent to left join. Okay, so let's go to step 3 now. Before going to step 3, I want you all to pause this video and try to solve it. If you did not get the solution also, it is fine, but it is important to give a try. Remember, practice is the only way to learn PySpark. Alright, let's go to step 3. I've already created the Spark session and copied the data and schema for address and person. Let's copy the problem statement as well so that it is very easy for us to track. Okay, this is the problem statement. So let me restart the kernel one more time. We'll execute the Spark session. So let's create the person DF. Okay, to create the person DF, we have to give person PDF is equal to okay spark dot create data frame, right? And in argument we have to give data comma schema, right? Person data comma person schema, right? Let's see whether it is executing it or not. Let me shut down the kernel. Let me execute Pyspark. Yes, execute the first statement. and let's see person df dot show. The same way we want to create, correct, we want to create address df, okay, and we will give address data comma address schema, right, and we will try to print adf this thing, right. So let's execute spark session object has no create data frame, okay, spark dot create READ create data frame, right. So it is create data frame. Let me execute this thing. So there you go. You can see we have two df, person df and address df, right. Now to perform the join, okay. In Spark, how do we perform the join? Okay, it is very simple. You have to take first one df, which is nothing but person df, okay, and you have to do dot join, and in argument you will get three different arguments, okay. One is the second df, which is nothing but, okay, let me write that for second df. Three argument we have. One is another df which you want to perform the join. Next is the condition, joining condition. Next is type of join, okay. This is how we perform the join in Pyspark, okay. Now here the second df is nothing but address df, right. That we have to write. After that, joining condition, if you see, joining condition is nothing but in schema, if you see here, the joining condition is nothing but person's id, right. So if you see in schema, we have person's id, okay. So what we can do is join condition here, pdf dot this person id is equal to address adf dot person id. Now the type of join we have to give it. Now the type of join, something like this we have to mention in single quote. Okay. Now the join is left join, right? So this is how we have to perform the join, and let's do a show function here and let's see the output. If you see, we are able to get the expected result. Now if you see from the problem statement, we have to extract only first name, last name, city and state. So let's do that with the help of select statement. Okay. Select. We have to just get the first name, right? Last name, city and state, right? City, CITY city and state, right? And let's try to print with the help of show function. There you go. See, we are able to get first name, last name, city, state, and for ln we have null null, right. So for ln we have null null. Do we have any order by something like that if the address of a person is not present? Okay, so we don't have any order by clause in the statement, so we can leave it as is. So this is how we have to perform the left join or any type of join. If it is right join or left anti join, there are different type of joins. So that you can just give it here. Give it the condition as a second argument. First is the second df. Okay. So let me save the result into a result df. Okay. Result df is equal to this thing and dot show function. Okay. So let me go to the show function. Let me execute this thing. And yeah, there you go. See, so we have achieved the expected output. So this is how we need to solve any PySpark problem. Remember the steps which I have explained in this video. Try to apply the same approach to solve any PySpark problem. Remember, practice is the only way to learn PySpark. Tell us how you have solved this problem in the comment section. Don't forget to like and share this video to help others on their PySpark journey. The more you practice, the better you become. So keep practicing and keep learning. Thank you.